crazy thing is that even though I don't play Counter-Strike anymore, a couple of my friends really liked the last video, so I guess this is part 2. The greatest thing about these kind of stories are when people who are actually at the event let you in on things that you had no idea happened, and this is no different. For example, did you know that before J-Chance fell down the hill, he originally sprinted full speed across the parking lot into a picnic bench, and part of his pants fell off, so you could just see that the dude was wearing no underwear, and his cheeks are just out there underneath a street lamp right next to that picnic bench. And the irony is that there was actually a full moon that night. But shoot, considering the circumstances, there might as well have been 3. Like, I'm surprised there wasn't a werewolf just ready to maul his fat ass. Like, damn, that guy would have had food for months if he did that. Like, come on, werewolf, you're slacking, bro. But anyways, so Sav comes out with the story. In case you guys don't know the story, it was in part 1. The link will be in the description. This will be what the thumbnail looks like. Now, obviously, to save face, MDS and REKMEISTER, they actually put out public apologies on Twitter. Sounds like the right thing to do, right? Except that they used AI to make these apologies. You think that these guys could say something from the heart that would take maybe 5 to 10 minutes to make? If they, you know, were just genuine about how apologetic they were. You guys spend probably hours playing Counter-Strike pugs, scrims, league matches. You guys probably watch demos. I'm assuming you guys make strat books or do anti-stratting. You'd like to think that these guys have nothing but time and they have enough brain power to at least make something that seems genuine. But you're really gonna use AI to create an apology for something that you could have easily just have made in 5 minutes. And the worst part is you already look bad because you guys decided to keep the one player that you guys easily could have just dropped, but you decided to keep the player that assaulted 2 women. Let's just recap this, by the way. So CBS actually gives his team an out and says, you guys can either kick him because you guys already look bad having a guy that assaulted 2 women on your team. And it's not like this guy's some statistical demon. Like, he has a 1.04 rating. That's alright, I guess. It's not like J-Chance is some freaking demon in the server or on their team that straight up hard carries them. At least that would be kind of understandable. No, the team decided to go rally behind the guy that assaulted 2 women. Not the guy that didn't do anything wrong that night. The CS community obviously didn't like that. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, this guy named Hambooga comes out with this tweet right here about REKMEISTER. And REKMEISTER is the guy here wearing the chicken coop jersey. By the way, turns out REKMEISTER has been messaging multiple women and transgender players in ESL Impact, which is a league designed for them. Now, flirting itself isn't a crime, except one of them was 15 years old. Dude, it's already bad that you're defending a guy who quite literally assaulted women, but now you're being outed as a pedo? Why are you unironically calling her a good kitten or a good girl? Bro, she's a minor, man. You're not supposed to actually say that to them. And asking them for suggestive pictures on Snapchat? Bro, are you in high school? Now that I think about it, there was a story that came out about this guy, and apparently REKMEISTER was dressed like this with the chicken coop jersey on and some N1 basketball shorts that reach his shins. What kind of fit is that to go to the bar? What kind of woman did you think were gonna be impressed with that fit? When you go to the bar, the first thing women are gonna see and their first impression of you is how you look, but more importantly, what you dress like. And in this case, if you're at a bar, you probably want to dress like a real adult. You probably don't want to look like a worse version of Biggie Smalls at an event here. And the worst part is, so there's actually a recollection of REKMEISTER aggressively flirting with Seabass's ex-girlfriend online. By the way, him flirting with a friend's ex is a violation of every bro code ever. If you're going to be a fuckboy online, stand on business, especially if you're going to meet this person in real life. At least there's a chance that you might be able to pull off this very immoral act of yours as long as you look confident doing it. And you're going to tell me you knew she was going to be there and you decided to dress up like this to go talk to her? How are you gonna fumble the bag now that you have to talk to a woman of age? She's got a LinkedIn and a corporate job, and you thought that you could dress up like a middle schooler to go talk to her? Bro, can you at least try to look like a normal adult at the bar? I know you're mentally stuck in high school, but at least dress like you want to impress someone, man. Moral of the story, guys, if you're gonna be a horny ass dude, at least put in a little bit of effort to look like an adult. And please talk to women your own age. This story about REKMEISTER doesn't even scratch the surface of how weird people in the community are.